What if the most important Audi SUV of the next decade is not the one already in showrooms, but the one that could make today's luxury flagships look instantly outdated? The 2027 Audi Q10 Vision brings shocking design upgrades, unexpected intelligence, and future-ready technology that feels less like an options list and more like a digital nervous system. One hidden idea inside this machine may matter more than its lighting, panoramic displays, or commanding proportions, because it reveals what the next generation of luxury SUVs is truly becoming. Beyond surface-level specifications, and explain what a vehicle could mean on the road, in your driveway, and over years of ownership. Stay with me, because the deeper we move into this Q10 Vision, the clearer it becomes that this is not simply an enlarged Audi. It is an attempt to rethink road presence, cabin luxury, intelligent assistance, and the relationship between a driver and a connected machine. From the side, the Q10 Vision carries the long, formal proportions expected from a flagship SUV without looking heavy or old-fashioned. The hood is broad and muscular, the roofline remains confident rather than aggressively sloped, and the body stretches toward a powerful rear shoulder. Many SUVs chase sportiness by sacrificing visibility, headroom, and utility. This concept looks fast without pretending to be a coupe, luxurious without becoming delicate, and futuristic without losing the strength expected from a full-size SUV. Then the front comes into view, and Audi's familiar precision becomes theatrical. The enormous dark grille appears to function as a technology surface, potentially integrating cooling channels, cameras, and radar without cluttering the fascia. Slim segmented matrix-style lamps create a focused expression, while vertical light signatures make the SUV look wider and more planted. At night, the Q10 could use customizable lighting and high beam patterns that adapt around traffic instead of simply flooding the road. The hood channels, flush handles, integrated spoiler, and smooth body surfaces suggest that airflow is part of the design from the beginning. On a vehicle this large, aerodynamics influences wind noise, stability, energy consumption, and long-distance refinement. Oversized multi-spoke wheels add authority, while rear-wheel steering and regenerative braking could make the Q10 easier to control than its dimensions suggest. At the rear, narrow digital lamps and a deep black diffuser create a wide, technical appearance without relying on a predictable full-width light bar. Inside, the concept makes its strongest argument. This does not feel like a dashboard with several tablets attached. It feels like one continuous digital architecture. A panoramic display flows across the cabin, placing instrumentation, navigation, entertainment, vehicle settings, and passenger functions within a single visual horizon. The driver receives a focused information zone, while the center and passenger areas can show different content without creating visual chaos. The steering wheel remains substantial, with tactile controls instead of reducing every task to glass. That balance is crucial. Future-ready technology should reduce effort, not force the driver to search through menus for basic functions. The secondary center screen and rotary controller suggest that climate, media, and drive settings could remain quickly accessible. The smartest interior is not the one with the most pixels. It is the one that knows when to show information and when to let the driver concentrate. Deep burgundy leather, quilted door panels, metallic speaker grills, dark trim, and thin ambient light lines give the cabin emotional weight. The lighting could respond to drive mode, charging status, or safety warnings. A pulse near a door could warn of a cyclist approaching from behind, while a subtle change across the dashboard could confirm that assisted driving is active. Ambient lighting becomes information, not just decoration. Artificial intelligence would sit at the center of the experience, but natural interaction would matter more than novelty. Tell the car the cabin feels stuffy, and it could adjust ventilation. Mention that you are tired, and it could suggest a rest stop and monitor steering behavior. Ask for a quieter route, and it could balance travel time against traffic and road quality. Over time, the Q10 could learn seating positions, regular destinations, charging habits, and how each family member prefers the cabin. Over-the-air updates could improve navigation, battery management, assistant software, and entertainment. But genuinely premium technology must remain transparent. Owners should control what data is stored, what is shared, and which predictive functions are active. Powertrain details remain the great unknown, and that uncertainty makes the concept more interesting. A flagship like this could support a high-output dual-motor electric system with quattro all-wheel drive, instant torque, and intelligent torque distribution. A plug-in hybrid alternative could suit owners who need long-distance flexibility. The best strategy would not chase a headline number at the expense of refinement. It would deliver effortless acceleration, quiet cruising, repeatable performance, and enough usable range to make the SUV feel liberating rather than demanding. Whatever powers it, the suspension will define whether the Q10 feels genuinely special. Adaptive air suspension could soften damaged roads, lower the body at speed, and raise it for rough surfaces or snow. Predictive damping could use cameras and navigation data to prepare for bumps, while active roll control could keep the body composed without destroying comfort. Combined with rear-wheel steering and intelligent quattro control, this enormous vehicle could feel stable and precise rather than clumsy. Do not mistake calmness for a lack of performance. Electric torque or a strong electrified powertrain could move the Q10 with startling urgency, but the real luxury would be how quietly and progressively that power arrives. There is a difference between an SUV that is merely fast and one that makes speed feel natural. Strong brakes, accurate steering, controlled body movement, and predictable traction would matter more than an aggressive launch mode used twice for demonstration. Safety technology would operate through cameras, radar, ultrasonic sensors, and potentially LiDAR, building a constantly updated picture of the surroundings. Highway assistance could manage speed, lane position, and following distance while requiring proper driver supervision. Urban systems could watch for pedestrians, bicycles, motorcycles, and traffic emerging from blind junctions. Automated parking, cross-traffic warnings, and emergency steering support could reduce stress without pretending the driver has no responsibility. The most advanced autonomous functions would depend on regulation, mapping, weather, and road conditions. The important question is not whether the Q10 promises to drive everywhere by itself. It is whether it can remove fatigue from the boring parts of driving while keeping the human engaged when judgment and enjoyment matter. Good assistance builds trust through calm, predictable behavior. For families, the Q10 size should translate into genuine space. A flat floor, flexible second-row seating, and adult-usable third-row, wide door openings, and configurable cargo capacity could make it suitable for school runs, airport transfers, long holidays, and executive travel. Individual climate zones, quality audio, charging at every row, privacy settings, and reclining rear seats would make long journeys far easier. A low loading height, simple folding seats, hands-free access, and useful storage would decide whether this futuristic flagship also works in ordinary life. Emotionally, the Q10 Vision would compete with the most prestigious full-size luxury SUVs, but it approaches luxury differently. Some rivals lean on tradition, others on aggressive performance, and others on digital spectacle. This concept combines restraint with intelligence. Its confidence comes from proportion, precision, lighting, and the feeling that every system is working together. So who is it really for? The buyer who wants flagship space without old-world heaviness, technology without unnecessary drama, and performance that feels secure rather than intimidating. It suits the family that travels often, the executive who values privacy, the enthusiast who still cares about chassis control, and the early adopter who expects a vehicle to improve after purchase. And now the hidden idea that connects everything. The Q10 Vision's real breakthrough is not one screen, one lighting feature, or one powertrain. It is integration. The sensors, cabin intelligence, drivetrain, suspension, navigation, safety systems, and digital services are imagined as one coordinated experience. Older luxury SUVs ask drivers to manage a collection of impressive features. This next generation wants the vehicle to manage the complexity for you. That is why the 2027 Audi Q10 Vision feels less like another large SUV and more like a glimpse of where premium mobility is heading. It combines flagship presence, lounge-like calmness, intelligent responsiveness, and the adaptability of a machine designed to evolve. Whether every element reaches production